Hi everyone, welcome back to The Shrinking Shadow. My name is Dana. I am on a weight loss journey to lose 100 pounds within a year, or however long it's going to take, but a year is my goal. I got a question from a viewer a couple weeks ago, and I did answer those questions through a video. But when I went to download the video, my phone was telling me that I couldn't because I was out of space on my phone. So, because right now I'm doing everything from an iPhone, and I ran into that problem. So I got all that taken care of, and I apologize for being gone for a couple weeks. I will be back on here, but I wanted to post this video. And I have another video coming shortly after this one, so stay tuned. And thanks for coming back. And to those who have not subscribed yet, if you would like to follow me on my weight loss journey, I would love if you would subscribe and like my videos and follow along. All right. Hi friends. I just got back from a walk. Yes, I know I'm out of my mind walking in this heat. I cut it short today though. I only walked about a half hour, and I plan to go home and get on my treadmill to walk the rest of my hour that I like to get in. So anyway, I just wanted to pop on here. I'm over here at the beautiful beach where I like to do a lot of my walking. I just wanted to make a video. I had a question the other day from someone that asked, why all potatoes? And I'm going to try to answer that. I picked potatoes because they are very satiating and they're very nutritious. It's something that I've done before, and many others have done it before and had great success. But the main reason is, before that, I was getting into a lot of the vegan junk foods meaning as say a lot of the mock meats, the burgers, and the chickenless nuggets, and this and that, and like vegan cupcakes and vegan ice creams and stuff like that. And normally I do pretty good at staying away from that stuff, but I do have my moments where I do partake in those naughty foods. So I needed a reset, and I just wanted to reset my taste buds to get back on track in my whole food plant-based diet. So it's a very bland diet. Potatoes, as most people know, are kind of bland until you go and pile it with a bunch of other stuff, which also makes it unhealthy when you pile it with a bunch of other stuff. So the idea of the mono diet is to have it be bland. You can put a little bit of sauce here and there, as long as it's fat-free or as close to fat-free as possible. Most sauces do have salt in them. I mean, my hot sauce does have salt in them. And I mostly used hot sauce when I was doing my 7 days of all potatoes. I did have barbecue sauce here and there, and it was good, but I just preferred my hot sauce. But just little dots on my potatoes just to give it a little bit of a flavor. But the whole idea of the mono diet is to have it bland. A lot of times when we spice something up or we put salt on it, it makes it taste better. So that's gonna make you want to eat more. So sometimes that's how we overeat on things, because we're just like, oh, we love the taste of this. So I just want to keep eating it because it tastes really good. Whereas if you just eat them as plain as you possibly can, your taste buds are like, oh, okay, she's giving us food. It doesn't taste that fantastic. Let's just eat this and, be done eating, So that is why I did all potatoes. I did it to reset for getting back into my regular diet. The weight loss just comes with it. The weight loss is great. I mean, yeah, that I love that I lost a little over 11 pounds for the week. And I felt really good eating the potatoes. I got more energy. Some people said that they were tired the first few days. I don't think I was tired the first few days. The first couple days, I would say, are kind of the hardest, but then after the third day and the longer you go, people have done this for long periods of time. I'll get back to that. But I just did it for 7 days, and that is what worked for me to get me reset. And now I am eating my whole food plant-based diet, healthy foods with lots of nice salads and homemade soups and stews, which I didn't make too many of those with this heat going on. But I'm eating like a lot of like colder foods, like just chopped up some raw vegetables and dipping them in hummus and calling that a meal. Like, I love that. And eating fruit, I love my fruit. So yeah, I hope that answers that question. I went to answer the question and then it wasn't there anymore. So if the person is watching and asked that question, I'm not sure why you deleted it. It's okay that you deleted it, but don't be afraid to ask questions. If I don't know the answer, I will try to find it somewhere, just like the next question. I do know the answer to this question, but I just didn't want to mess it up. So I just have a few things written down here in front of me so I don't mess it up telling you the information. Anyway, potatoes are a complex carb, which pack more nutrients than carbs like the simple carbs like say pizza and soda and processed foods like cakes and cookies and crackers and all that stuff, and frozen waffles and all processed stuff. So the complex carbs like a potato, say rice, beans, corn, peas, there's, wheat even. There's so many different things. Those are the carbs that are actually good for your body. And they're not only healthy, but they help you lose weight, believe it or not. I know that there was a concern in that question about spiking. Okay, I do have it written down here. Spiking your insulin. Complex carbs are low GI foods, which like the ones I just mentioned, like potatoes, rice, corn, peas, that spike blood sugar very quickly. Such foods like potatoes. Okay, complex carbs are low GI foods, which do not, I apologize, and this is why I have it written down, I don't want to mess it up, that do not spike blood sugar very quickly, like the other carbs, like I said, they do. The simple carbs, like the processed stuff, the pizzas, the burgers, the hot dogs, and all those things, the cookies, the cakes, you get it. They spike your insulin higher and quicker than what a little potato will. Don't be afraid of potatoes. Don't be afraid of the right carbs. Not all carbs are created equally. They're not the ones that I just mentioned, the oatmeal, the pasta, the sweet potatoes, the white potatoes, even fruit. They're all wonderful for us. There are reference books out there that you could look into. I would recommend the potato guy himself, Dr. John McDougall. He has a lot of stuff on YouTube. He has stuff on Facebook. He has him and his wife Mary, they have a bunch of cookbooks that are fantastic. The recipes are really great. The recipes are just common stuff that you know, like some recipe books you get and it's like you read an ingredient and you're like, I never even heard of that. Like, where in the grocery store would I even begin to look for that? It's not like that. It's all just like a lot of potatoes, a lot of rice, a lot of corn, beans, and stuff like that. mixed with a lot of other wonderful plant foods. So I would recommend checking out Dr. John McDougall and his wife Mary McDougall. They are fantastic, and if you want to give this type of diet a try, that is exactly where I would send anybody to start that diet. Back to the spuds though, I want to give a shout out to Spud Fit. His name is Andrew Taylor. He's an Australian guy that ate potatoes, only potatoes, for a year. And the reason he did, it wasn't for weight loss, but the reason he did was to reset his taste buds from all the junk that he was eating and to help himself with a food addiction, which a lot of us have, myself included. But food addiction doesn't mean you're addicted to every food. Food addiction usually means you're addicted to those processed foods. You're addicted to those cakes and pies and cookies and all those things that are delicious, but we get addicted to them. Even people that don't have weight problems, whether they want to admit it or not, they are addicted to them. And they are very highly addictive, and they make them to be addictive. So you keep buying that stuff. So he wanted to get away from that, and he said to himself one day that, you know, when a drug addict or an alcoholic wants to get off their substance that they're addicted to, they go somewhere and they get help, or they don't buy any more of those things and have it in their house or have it in their car or have it on, you know, their person. So that is how they get cured. Well, how do you cure a food addiction? And he's like, what can I do to try to cure this food addiction? Like, he was big. He was like, I forget his starting weight, but he wanted to cure this food addiction. So he was just like, I think he did like a Google search, what is the healthiest food or something like that. And Dr. McDougall came up and the potato came up, and he decided he's going to do all potatoes. And I don't know if he decided for a year right away. I think it was just like over time, like he's like, oh, I think I can do this. I think he went like maybe a month and was like, wow, you know, I'm losing weight, I'm feeling better, I have more energy, and this is great. I'm like not really craving those processed foods anymore. I think I'm gonna keep going. And he ended up going a whole year, lost 120 pounds, and he looks fantastic, and he feels even better, his words. So look up Spud Fit on YouTube. He started his journey, I want to say back in 2016, and he also coaches people. I'm not sure if he's still doing that. He is still very active helping other people and putting his word out there. He's great. He's a cool guy. So check him out on YouTube. He has a Facebook page as well. I'm not sure if you have to join it to like view it, but if so, just join it, and you can talk to other people that are doing this diet as well. So I hope I answered the 2 questions that the viewer asked. And again, don't be afraid to ask questions. If I don't know the answer, I will try to find it out. I have a bunch of other reference books at home that I keep, just because when I forget something, I'm like, wait, I did one time know that answer, so I'm gonna go look it back up because I want to know again. So thanks for the question. Hopefully you are subscribed so you can follow along my weight loss journey. And if you're watching this and you aren't subscribed yet, what are you waiting on? Come on, it's gonna be a hell of a ride. Come on, come with me. All right, guys, till next time. This is beautiful Navarre Beach, Florida, where I am blessed and thank God every day that I get to live nearby. One of my favorite places to be is right here. Just wanted to give you a shot of one of the most beautiful beaches I've ever seen. White sand. Absolutely beautiful.